Today, the offices of Governor Walz, Twin Cities mayors Jacob Frey and Kali Herr, and Attorney General Keith Ellison confirming their offices did receive federal subpoenas. Hennepin and Ramsey counties tell us they too received those subpoenas. We have team coverage tonight with all the developments, starting with Raya Katene, who has a deeper dive into all this new legal action. Raya?
Well, we received a copy of one of those subpoenas today, shared with us by Mayor Jacob Frey's office, and it shows that the DOJ is ordering his office to share all of its records from the past year relating to immigration enforcement. Now, Frey, Walz, Herr, and Ellison are all Democrats who say they will not be intimidated by the feds.
Emails, texts, policies, and procedures, as shown in this subpoena issued to Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey's office. These are just some of the records the Department of Justice is demanding that his office presents before a grand jury. The DOJ is also serving subpoenas to the offices of Governor Tim Walz, Attorney General Keith Ellison, and St. Paul Mayor Kali Herr, as well as Ramsey and Hennepin counties.
This is an abuse of power by the Justice Department.
Richard Painter is a University of Minnesota law professor who previously served as the chief White House ethics lawyer for President George W. Bush. He says the DOJ investigation lacks legal merit.
There has to be evidence of criminal conduct to launch a criminal investigation.
According to NBC News, the subpoenas are the DOJ's latest effort to investigate if state officials conspired to impede federal agents as they conduct immigration operations in Minnesota.
It's that collusion and corruption between elected officials and these anarchists that are intent on creating violence for law enforcement.
There's no evidence that the mayor, the governor, or anyone else has encouraged anyone to commit a crime against a federal agent. Rhetoric that strongly condemns the federal law enforcement operations in this state is First Amendment protected speech.
There's a difference between not cooperating and interference. There is no legal duty on the part of state of Minnesota, on the part of city Minneapolis, or any of its public officials to cooperate with the federal government, whether it's on immigration matters or others.
David Schultz is a political science and law professor at Hamline University.
Some of this may be a fishing expedition, either to see if they can find something, or it could just be an outright effort to try to intimidate or perhaps bully local officials and state officials.
Through a written statement, Governor Walz says Minnesota will not be drawn into political theater.
So a big question now is what comes next? Well, the professors I spoke to say there are multiple ways for the person who receives a subpoena to fight that in court, including a motion to quash it. That's the legal term. And it's pretty much a formal request to a judge to declare the subpoena invalid. And of course, it's something that we'll continue watching and reporting, Rena.
Thank you, Raya.